Hey guys, it's Dustin, and if you haven't been paying attention, Citi has been making some waves recently with the addition of a new credit card, a big bonus on one of their more popular credit cards, and even temporarily adding a new valuable transfer partner. But Citi has always been a bit confusing to me. One minute they make moves showing they really want to compete with Chase and American Express, and then the other it's like they get cold feet and decide they just want to go home. And this just seems to be a cycle for some reason that Citi just continues to do. So while Citi has decided to jump back into the game, I thought it would be fun to talk about what Citi could really do to stay a consistent competitor to Chase and American Express. Now, the thing is, I think Citi really has the potential to do this. And I've already said before, I believe Citi has better airline transfer partners than Chase. But Citi just can't seem to get out of their own way, which is one of their many downfalls. So what can Citi do to really improve their presence and really challenge Chase and American Express when it comes to their reward credit cards? The first thing they need to do is bring back travel protections. And this was just an absolutely terrible move on Citi's part when they took away travel protections from the Premier and the Prestige. And when Citi did decide to take them away, it was right around that time American Express added travel protections to a handful of their cards. And it was almost like if they were like, hey, if American Express can do this, well, so can we. But American Express realized they needed to add these protections to their cards, especially their higher end cards. Because how can people feel comfortable putting their travel expenses on these cards when you don't protect them like other comparable cards do? Especially when the Prestige, which is no longer available, was almost $500 a year and there were no travel protections. And the thing is, the Premier and the Prestige both earn quite well for travel purchases, but without travel protections like trip cancellation or trip delay coverage, many people could opt to use a different card that would cover them in the event something were to happen while they're traveling. And to make people feel more comfortable putting those travel purchases on a Citi card, ideally, we would want to see them put travel protections back on these cards. And I think the Premier's coverage should pretty much mirror the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which has solid travel protections for a card that only costs $95 a year. And those people that still hold the Prestige, Citi should mirror the Chase Sapphire Reserve for coverage, or at least at a minimum mirror the US Bank Altitude Reserve, which has trip delay coverage that kicks in after 6 hours, and it even offers trip cancellation coverage. Now, it would be great to see them offer primary auto rental coverage as well, although I do think that would be a big stretch. But a travel credit card without travel protections is just ridiculous. The next thing they need to do is make American Airlines a permanent transfer partner. Now, I think this really caught people by surprise because it was unexpected. For years, people have been asking Citi to make American Airlines a transfer partner, and it just seemed like it was a logical option. Because Citi has part of the American Airline portfolio and they offer flexible currency with their thank you points. But for the moment, we get just a temporary transfer opportunity, which is making some people very excited. And I can somewhat agree here to see how great this is, but I hate the fact that this is temporary. Citi needs to somehow get this deal done to where Citi gets a unique partner over Chase and American Express by adding American Airlines. Now, I do think this is actually a slippery slope if this were to occur, because if Citi does add American Airlines as a permanent partner, I think we are primed for a devaluation of American Airline miles, since it would be easier to earn American Airline miles and there would be more miles potentially in circulation. And this could potentially be something like making their alliance partners move towards dynamic pricing instead of their standard pricing we currently see, and that could be a sizable devaluation depending on what they were to do here. Or it could be that mileage costs go up on American Airline flights, or maybe it's a mix of both. But Citi has really gotten people excited about this, and I think if they can't lock up American Airlines as a permanent partner of their Thank You Point program, then this momentum of excitement is quickly going to fade away after November. The third thing Citi should look to do is add business cards. Now, a huge missing piece of Citi's portfolio of cards are Thank You Point earning business cards. They do have one, but you have to apply for it in branch, and it's not particularly a great card. It has rotating categories, and you're going to earn 3x for those purchases in that quarterly category. But Citi really falls behind both Chase and American Express here, because Chase and American Express have some great business cards that tie into their ecosystem very nicely. The Ink cards are great. The Blue Business Plus is a fantastic card, and depending on your business needs, the Business Gold and possibly the Business Platinum could be great options for you. But if Citi really wants to not only increase the connectivity of Thank You Points, but also take away some of the market share from Chase and American Express here, they really need to add in and even improve their current business card offerings. And this could be a card that offers 5x in certain categories like the Ink cards, or maybe a card that's structured like the Business Gold. I do not think Citi needs a premium business card to be successful here, but without some good business cards to improve their ecosystem, they will still be a level down from other banks that do offer decent or great business cards. The next thing Citi should look to do is reduce their bonus confusion. Now, I should be clear about bonuses. I have no problem with banks limiting the number of bonuses people can get, or even making people wait a certain time frame. Now, I know we like our bonuses, but banks want profitable customers, not people who are going to burn through their bonuses. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to try to do our best and game the system though. But with Citi Thank You Points, it always seems to confuse people, because with their bonuses, they have language that says you can't get a new bonus if you've opened the Reward Plus, the Preferred, the Premier, or the Prestige, or have closed the account within the last 24 months. And what people tend to forget or not realize is that whenever you cancel one of those cards, it's going to reset the clock in order to earn a bonus. And that bonus time clock can even possibly reset if you were to product change your card. So you may decide to change your Premier to a Double Cash, and the time now to earn a new bonus resets, and you're gonna have to wait another 24 months, which could make it 36 months between bonuses, which in the current landscape of the game right now isn't a terrible time frame, but if you didn't know that, it would really suck. So I think it would be a customer-friendly move on Citi's part to adjust this. Either changes to what they've done with the American Airlines cards so you can get the bonus on each card, but you just need to wait a certain time frame in order to earn the bonus again. It could be 24 months between each card, or make the time frame different, but remove that obscure language about closing an account or even resetting it if you were to product change it. This is going to make it easier for customers to know where they stand when it comes to earning a bonus on a new card, or maybe even adding a new card to their wallets from Citi. Then the next thing Citi needs to do is improve their customer service. Now, Citi's customer service is always a sore spot when I hear from people regarding Citi. The quality of their customer service reps really does vary depending on who you get, from atrocious to maybe decent, and the ever so rare, a good one. And on top of that, sometimes they just flat out don't know what they're talking about. And to really be an upper level or an elite program does require great customer service, but not only great customer service, but consistent service. And this is why people love American Express, even though some of their cards are going to cost you a left kidney to hold, because their customer service is fantastic and people value that. And Chase has great customer service as well, although I'd argue not as good as American Express. So if Citi could improve their customer service as a whole, I think this would be a great move for them in the long term. And this would really elevate them as a bank and as a program, because people do not want to deal with bad service even if your cards might be pretty good. Now, the thing with Citi is they have so much potential. They have one of the best mid-level cards in the game with the Citi Premier. The Citi Double Cash is a solid 2x or 2% card, and the Citi Custom Cash is a fantastic 5x card. Not to mention, their transfer partners are pretty valuable as well. And Citi does have some solid appeal to them, but it's the little things Citi just can't stop screwing up, and those little things add up to big things. And it is those little things that separate a mediocre program from a great program. And really, some of these I think are easy fixes, like adding travel protections to their travel credit cards. That would instantly move the Premier up the list of the best travel cards to use, or even adjusting the bonus language to be more customer friendly. Adding American Airlines might take some more work, but if you have them at the table for discussions already, how can you take that discussion to the next level? Business cards would be a great addition and offer businesses a great option to earn thank you points. And customer service can really make it or break it for a customer's experience. And Citi needs to offer better and more consistent customer service. And this would definitely take some work on their part. But if you want to challenge the best, you need to bring your best game. So let me know, what do you think Citi needs to do to improve their program? Now, if you're looking for some of the best ways to use Citi Thank You Points, then be sure to check out this video right here where I tell you what you need to know. If you know someone who would find this video useful and helpful, feel free to share it with them, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.